Hello, gorgeous.
Hi,
What is your name? And tell
Lizzie.
us how old you are.
I'm 43.
And what's your name?
Lizzie.
Lizzie?
Yep.
Lizzie, my name is Melissa, and I'm interviewing you coming from the Distorted Reality 777. That's my channel.
Marijuana, that's it.
So, did you come from a two-parent household?
I did.
You did, mother and father.
Yep.
You had siblings.
Yeah, I have an older sister.
Where were you born and raised?
Lakewood, Ohio.
Right down the street.
Yep.
All right. And where did you go to school at? In Lakewood?
Lakewood. Yep.
Did you graduate?
Yep.
Did you further your education when you got out of school?
No. I cooked, so I became a chef.
You became a chef.
Yeah.
you
Ran a
can
lot of
cook.
restaurants.
Made a lot of people happy.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to. The best part about it. I don't cook no more though.
So moving forward in your interview, what caused you to be out here in the streets?
Well, I started using when I was 8. My dad was abusive, highly abusive to me and my mother. I don't know why, but he never was abusive towards my sister. He was sexually abusive to my mother, never to me, but physically. I've had my head thrown through walls, 2x4s, smacked in the face with, tied down. He tried to rape a few of my friends.
Let's not use those kind of words. Let's try to use violate.
Okay, so yeah,
physically
he tried to violate a lot of,
violate,
I caught him trying to violate some of my friends. He
Your
did
dad.
horrible things to my mother.
Your dad.
Yeah. Like I'd be 6 years old jumping on my dad's back trying to beat him off my mom.
Was he an addict?
He wouldn't say that, but yes. He would say that he thinks all addicts need to be blown, literally put in an island and blown up. But because he can go, he would drink and go to work. He would always financially
He's
take
functional.
care of us. Yeah, he'd take care of us, but his drinking was unbelievable.
Wow. So you were 8 years old.
Yeah, when he started putting alcohol in my drinks.
Wow. And that was your first drug, alcohol?
Yeah, alcohol was my thing. That's all. I was a blackout drinker, so I drink. Gotta love it. I would black out, so I drink until I black out. And
At the age of 8?
Yeah, from 8 to 21, actually.
What was do you use drugs or just alcohol?
Yeah, I started using drugs at 11. I started smoking crack and doing cocaine at 11 years old. I smoked weed too before that.
How did you support your cocaine habit?
Stealing and just, from my parents, I'd steal from my parents, or like we'd go out. My dad would give us money.
Yeah.
Pretty much just, or like I said, just have groups and parties and stuff like that.
Right. And then when did it get real serious?
It got really bad about 16. I blacked out and I was raped by 5 men. And no one helped. All my friends left me. And I remembered kind of, sort of, but and really, so from then on, I just kind of drank just to like cover up any feelings whatsoever with that. Tried to talk to my parents and things, and my parents ended up kicking me out. I went to jail and did 2 years in Scioto Village for assault and kidnapping.
Was it a consequence of you being violated like that by those 5 guys? Was it a consequence of your behavior while you were using?
Yeah.
I
was so drunk.
Very direct questions. Yeah. Was it sex work or voluntarily?
It wasn't even that. We were just at a party, and I ended up I was so
ended up
drunk.
having too much.
Yep. Yeah.
I understand. What is your current living situation?
I live right over here. I have a house here. I'm sitting right on Milton.
Oh, your house?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not we rent, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boyfriend of 22 years. He pretty
Does
much
he
takes care of it. Yeah. Yeah, he works every day. That's kind of like what Mike's saying. People aren't always the same when you look at
Absolutely.
You see some people can go to work and do that stuff and they still function, but they still have their same issues.
Right.
But I've been homeless. I was homeless for quite a bit. Me and him both. We were homeless for 2 years before I had my son, about 28 to 30, and then I was homeless when I got out of jail when I was younger until I was 21.
How many children do you have?
I have 2, 19 and 13, and I've had 2 abortions.
Who has custody of the children?
I do. My son, I have custody of, and my daughter, she just turned 19.
She's 19. She's an adult.
I've
Yeah.
been in and out with her. Like, I lost temporary for a while, but I got it back. So.
Wow. Besides, sorry for the pauses, but these cars going
Yeah,
by,
exactly.
it's making too much noise.
It's okay.
Besides going to jail when you were younger, what are some, have you ever been incarcerated again?
Yeah, I've been to prison 3 times.
Marysville?
Yeah.
For what?
Theft, mostly aggravated theft, robbery, and possession.
And how long did you do?
Total 7 years.
1479 Collins Avenue.
Yeah. Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, you know, and I've got like 15 felonies on my record. God only knows how many misdemeanors. Pretty much destroyed any like real future I thought I could have.
Absolutely, I understand. Besides these prison stints, name some of the other damaging consequences that you've suffered. Besides homelessness,
Yeah.
besides going to jail, you didn't lose your children, which is a blessing.
God is a blessing.
And it's not just a blessing; it shows your strength.
Yeah.
It
I fought like hell to get my daughter back. And I did get sober here and there throughout, you know. I was sober for 10 years. On methadone. I was on methadone program, and I just got clean and when I was pregnant with my son. And I was clean for 10 years, and someone asked me if I partied, and I kind of fell right back into it.
Wow.
But yeah,
so you
I
used
lost my-
heroin first.
Oh yeah, heroin and crack were my first things. So,
What was your drug of choice?
anything you could give me.
Hey, I understand.
I liked it all. So,
Okay.
well, I say I like it all, but
What got you clean for that 10-year stretch?
the last felony I caught, I was pregnant with my son. We were on a high-speed chase. They tried to shoot at us, and it scared me to death. I had my son while I was in the county, so I had to leave him at the hospital and go back. I was sentenced to treatment that time, but I wasn't going to be out in time before my son was. So I was terrified that my son was going to get out, no one would take him. He was going to go in social services. Well, the morning that our son was supposed to be released, treatment called me in bed. And I took that as a sign, like, you need to get your shit together and be there for him. So I went to Hitchcock and got clean there.
Answer.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, and then, like, I'm still on methadone now, but struggling.
You're struggling, but the thing about it is you're putting foots forward in order to try to get off of it. So what do you think, besides the abuse and the environment?
I think mostly I didn't like who I was. I didn't want anybody to really see me. I was very, my self-esteem was so low. I wanted people to see a different version of me. So I knew I liked that version better. Back then at least. Now I don't. But it took a long time for me to like myself and to like where I came from and who I was.
I really appreciate. This is like one of the best interviews I've ever did. You're very candid about it. You're very open and honest about it, and that's why I know that God has a place for you.
Yeah.
You know,
I love, like, that's the thing. I want everybody I've ever talked to, like, I've tried to, like, give some kind of help to, or tell my story to help them, or just even, like, listen, just to know that, like, they're not out by themselves. I have a lot of friends that are gone now. 29 of them to be exact that I've lost in the past 10 years.
in the
So
past 10 years, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's bad.
You got to think
Yeah.
that when our parents were our ages, they didn't lose friends the way that we do now. You know, through drugs and violence and things like that.
Sure.
So, anything else you want to talk about that you want to touch on? That
No, I think it's just, you know, you just
Speak up a little for
you
me.
have to understand, you have to ask for help. And you got to make sure you aren't too, like, proud of yourself to ask for help, or, you know, be ashamed to ask for help, or be ashamed to talk about things. Because that's what kept me so long, like, under that, because I didn't want to be I didn't want no one to know who I was and what the problems that I had. I wanted to hide it all. And that's what kept me
Absolutely.
for so long. But now I'm like, well, I want to tell everybody, like, that way people don't have to go through what I went through. My daughter, she's 19, she's beautiful, and she knows it. I made sure she knew it.
you better say it every morning. You tell her.
I told her every
but
day.
every morning also get up and tell yourself,
Yeah.
"Hey, beautiful."
Yeah.
When you look in the mirror, just say, "Good morning, gorgeous."
So yeah, but she hasn't done any drugs. She smoked weed here and there, but she's doing really well. And and I wanted to make sure that I told her, like, I did this for you already. You gotta
Touching
go
on
through it.
that, let me ask you a question, because a lot of times people still frown upon it.
Mm.
What do you personally feel about marijuana?
Honestly, I think it helped. It helped me through a lot.
I don't.
I really do. I got a medical card first. That's
Yeah.
when I started, like, to make me illegal. And it really does help with anxiety and stress for me. And also, I have illnesses that, like, really help with, like, I have rheumatoid arthritis and things like that. That actually really helped with, not just even smoking, but like some of the lotions and things like that. That come
Oh yeah,
from it.
I've actually had to get those bombs.
Yeah, so yeah.
Notice
I
I
mean,
don't
it did
stand.
amazing things for when I really had problems with my knees, and I mean, it really helps.
And the reason why I asked that question is because a lot of people think that marijuana is a gateway to other drugs.
You know, I don't really think. I think it really kind of depends on how you use it, how you look at it, and what's your mental state. If you know you have a passive addiction, if you know that your family has a passive addiction, you obviously have to be careful on how you do things like that. But if you know that you have anxiety, you know that you have certain things like that, you know it helps you. It helps you. I mean, that it's not for everybody.
So, quick question. Well, actually, this is our first interview in a series. I want you to tell people why they should not choose this lifestyle, why they should never pick up a drug.
I feel like because you'll never have to, like, you don't have to struggle the way other people have. If you're told that this is something that is not good for you and that could ruin your life or could possibly kill you, that you should take that seriously. You know, there's a reason, I don't know why, but me and my boyfriend are still alive today, and I'm so grateful. But people will tell you, and they'll listen to stories like this, we did it for you, we've already been there. They'll tell you, don't do it. You don't need to go through that struggle. Your life will be a lot better.
Thanks. Always keep in mind, I'm always praying for you. I love you. And God bless you.
Thank you.
To the next video.